Got him. Now, Tank, now.
Welcome to your doom.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
I was thinking about, have you seen like Jackie Robinson, the movie?
No.
It occurred to me, do you know the guy from Dodgeball, the redhead, the guy that's the pirate?
Yeah, Steve the Pirate.
Steve the Pirate. So he's always like this super nice guy in all the movies. He is the white racist in Jackie Robinson. Like he's like the manager for I think the Cincinnati Reds.
When Robin Williams was a bad guy.
Yeah. So but
in
he's
1 hour photo.
Dude, he's yelling like the worst shit. And it did kind of get me thinking, I'm like, I bet that's fun.
You're like, what is this, a Tarantino movie?
Well, I mean, after that scene, it's got to just be like, ugh. And then you're like, wasn't that great?
What if he's like, I'm not acting?
Well, and that's what that's where like I don't think I need any training for this.
Yeah, he's like I'm a method actor.
I think it'd be like, dude, it'd be funny to like try out for these roles. If these roles are like, if you see your buddy who's a cop in line, like, Dale's gonna get it. He method acts all day.
It's like, you're a method actor. That means that you started like hanging around a lot of baseball. No,
no, just hung around my uncle. Well, and everybody's been jealous of like, I want to be Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, because you get all those women like, no, I want to play him in Django. and then get told what a good job I did.
Oh my god!
I think this would be a fun time.
Yeah.
So,
well,
let's say welcome to the Non-Essential Podcast. This is a hell of a way to start.
Yeah, some playful prelude to some.
Daniel Day-Lewis could show me how to do this.
Yeah. All right.
Well, actually, I remember joking like with Leo if he was method acting. I think there was an issue with Jamie Foxx. Anyways, we're going off base. This is episode 148.
Yeah. Tell me later online. So my name's Adam Riley.
I'm Jake Django Bussy. Unfortunately,
Jake spells his name D-J-A-K-E. Django.
And right. We're sponsored by Comedy Cabin.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way. Like, that's one of my favorite places to go in Janesville. Most people have heard about it by now, but seriously, get down there if you haven't. CabinLaughs.com.
Yeah, there you go. And national acts all the time.
Yeah.
Like fantastic shows. Okay, so I actually, I have a few articles here, but I want to start off with an interesting fact. I found out recently that some spiders will keep fireflies entangled in their net to attract other bugs.
Okay, that's awesome.
I mean, it's like it's the equivalent of those birds in my brain. It's those birds that will take bread and put it out for fish.
Yeah,
and then like if the bread kind of floats away too much, they'll grab it back and put.
Like anglers.
Yeah, no,
fishing like fishing.
I thought they're like king. Are they kingfishers or something?
Well, I just mean like they're like fishing.
Oh yeah.
It actually like I can.
But it's just weird to me that they're that like, hey, this will bring more bugs in.
I'm wondering if you have the other thing that I've seen about spiders is, do you know
with frogs?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to lead into that like some tarantulas will have pet frogs, almost like dogs, and I like, correct me, but is it to keep bugs?
Yeah, they will keep bugs away, but then the tarantula will protect the frog from predators.
Huh.
I don't know. It's a very I think it's interesting like the symbiotic interspecies, I guess, whatever.
Sure.
A symbiotic relationship. Obviously, I don't think the firefly is like, hey, am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
You get them?
I always wonder about the level of instinct with that, to where it's like, is this they all having the same bright idea, or is there actually
that a pun?
Yes, of course it's a pun.
Yes.
It's a well thought out pun. But no, I wonder, like, is it truly like instinct, or do they all like have this light bulb?
Well, I mean, it's probably just like any evolution where the first one did it and then happened to thrive a little bit more, and then its offspring started to do that, and just like. Well,
that's the whole thing with praying mantises that we used to joke about. Like once in a while, I used to have this joke where it was like a praying mantis will bring a dead praying mantis sometimes, and the female will eat him.
The male praying mantis will like mate with the female.
Yeah.
And after he throws that mantis load in her, he's like.
Well, that's what I mean. But it's like, is there a conversation? Does he ask her first, like, hey, is this okay, or is it like a bait and switch? And she doesn't care, as long as she gets filled and fed.
Hell yeah. I mean.
Yeah,
women.
And then what does he do? He's the first guy with like a midlife crisis. It's like he buys a boat.
He starts fucking younger praying mantises.
Oh,
that won't eat him.
And does he kill a friend, or is it like a useless?
I like to think it's just a homeless praying mantis.
Yeah. Or is it a good guy that's I don't like women, but I want to help you breed. So I think a lot about bugs. You got some catfish. Let's go into it.
Do we have to burn all that? Okay, so
No, it's super good. It's super good radio.
All right. Do you want to explain what a catfish is?
Yeah. Catfish is basically two lies and a truth, where we have one truthful article and then two bullshit headlines. And it's fun to kind of, honestly, I love when people send in their guesses if it's right or wrong. So let us know.
Actually, I had a friend who was who's listening to some old episodes and just didn't tell me. It was like live messaging me, but I didn't get it till like hours later. But like I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? It was like,
oh sure,
it's just a fever dream.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh wait, no, it's all over guesses and everything like that. I thought it was awesome. So thank you very much. Okay, so I gotta tell you right now. Well, I'll tell you afterwards. Okay, so number one, Ukrainian man declares war after neighbor's Russian garden gnomes faces the wrong direction. Number two, mom donates daughter's pony to the zoo so that it can be devoured by lions. Number three, man sues for emotional damage after housekeeper briefly misplaces his TV remote.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna go with number two. That one seems like the most newsworthy one.
Okay.
I guess besides the guy suing about the remote, which is frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like, what do you think?
Two
Okay.
as well.
So I'll read them again.
Yeah.
So, number one, Ukrainian man declares war after neighbor's Russian garden gnomes faces the wrong direction.
They're already at war though. Like I get it, but okay.
Number two, mom donates daughter's pony to zoo so that it can be devoured by lions.
That's my guess, yeah.
Number three, man sues for emotional damage after housekeeper briefly misplaces his TV remote.
Yeah, going with number two.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, this one I almost got catfished because I had a different one in that kind of coincided with it is number two, by the way, so good guesses.
Sure.
But number
Nice
two,
job, Kate.
like I literally kept this one in because I wrote the 1 and 3 already, but I almost got catfished. It was an article that I saw where like woman sends boyfriend to hospital for eating her fries. I was like, hell yeah. You know, like so I was like, where are some other like frivolous things? But then like I almost got fucking catfished myself. I was like,
that wasn't true.
I could not validate it by anything. All I saw was just different like Instagram and Facebook things. So,
sure.
Yeah. So anyway, so here's the story, and this is probably going to tee you off.
Okay.
For something that you started touching on earlier today that was vomit-inducing.
Oh, sure.
But a Danish woman donated her daughter's pet pony to a zoo in Denmark so it could be eaten by lions. Zookeepers have said that they are hoping to mimic the natural food chain of predators by feeding them smaller donated pets. It may sound very dramatic and bizarre that you would feed your pets to the zoo, to the animals in the zoo, but they're going to be put down anyway. So it's not like they're alive when it's. So I thought that they were like, you're just gonna like watch your pet pony get eviscerated by some lions.
That's my first question.
But I guess that they put them down humanely. They're humanely put down, and then the meat's used. But I was like,
much better, but much less fun.
I was like, I don't think I want Seabiscuit getting ripped open.
Yeah. I don't think people have seen a horse get put down by lions since the Colosseum.
Jake, too soon, man. Come on. Yeah. All right, so it's only been a couple thousand years. So the zoo asked for donations of, and I quote, healthy animals that need to be given away for various reasons, including guinea pigs, rabbits, chickens, to be gently euthanized before being used as a meal. In zoos,
I'm
we have
just lions typing.
Was this written by a lion?
All this is spelled wrong, but it's pretty close.
I'm telling the truth, and I ain't lying.
Yeah.
All right. So in zoos, we have the responsibility to imitate the natural food chain of animals, because like lions probably eat like a lot of guinea pigs. So in terms of both animal welfare and professional integrity, right?
Do you think they painted stripes on them just to make them feel like home? Like I remember. Yeah. The lions are like, Bill, look at this.
Oh my God. So horses will be accepted and euthanized and slaughtered by the zoo with owners eligible for a tax deduction. So There you go. I don't know if it's like by the pound or whatever. Now, Angela was just 13 years old. This is the little girl. She was just
the horse.
Yeah. No, the horse is the horse is like in his 20s. Oh. And I did look it up. I'm cutting out quite a bit of the article just for time wise, but I should say that like I guess the horse had it was in his 20s or 20 years old or so.
It had gambling debts.
It was a registered sex offender. But anyway, I guess it had just really bad psoriasis and mosquito bites. It had to basically wear leggings and a jacket all summer long.
So this was an elderly. These poor lions. This is gross meat.
Oh. So. Anyways, Angela, the 13-year-old girl, at the time of her beloved pet's pony's death, and her mother gave her the choice. She's like, "Do you want to do this or not? Do you want to donate the body to the zoo?" And so she goes, "I gave Angela the various options, and she chose one with the zoo, probably because mom got a tax deduction. But anyway, but because it made the most sense, she wanted to follow the food chain. She wanted the pony to benefit other animals, which quite honestly, I do get. That's the the brutal aspect of nature. It's they're not all frolicking. They're ripping each other to pieces. Sure. But
I don't think we should put the horse down first.
Well,
let that horse go out on top. Let him fight. He's got one good kick left in him. Do you imagine how awesome if you put a lion down? That's that horse's pen now. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, dude, that's little Sebastian. That thing's getting turned into lion shit, regardless. All right, so the lady was so impressed with the process that she tried to bring another horse that had died to the zoo last year, but was turned down because the horse was taller than the maximum height required for this body to fit in the zoo's refrigerator. His remains were instead repurposed for dog food.
They freeze it?
Yeah, I don't know. But all I'm saying is too tall. Sounds like a very easy fix, when you're already slaughtering and butchering this animal. So the zoo did receive global backlash in the last few weeks after its Facebook posting requesting small animal donations, went viral. But this year alone, the zoo has received a total of 22 horses, 137 rabbits, 53 chickens, and 18 guinea pigs.
Lions are gonna have diabetes. I don't know.
So, but now I should say this, not for nothing, but it's at least worth mentioning that the Times reported that cats and dogs are not accepted as donations for the animals. And
that's too bad.
Well, is it weird to me that I'm like, you know what? You're probably going to get the most of them anyway.
Yeah, we have piles of these things.
Yeah, but but I can see how you're like, that's my.
For anyone that has a problem with that, when's the last time you didn't get a cat that was a kitten? What was the last time you took an old 3-legged cat?
Well, all I'm saying is that I'm going to kind of tee you up inadvertently, but because Jake actually shared the story with me, and you just passed up a massive tax deduction.
Oh, for the cat? Yeah. Dude, I can feed these lions for a day. I got 6 of these things roaming around my house.
But yeah, so I'm saying when you brought that one to the vet, that was
teeing me off. Do you want me to go
I'm
off?
teeing you off. Why don't you do and don't post the picture, but we'll just describe it.
Yeah. All right. So this story is I guess more of a, like you said, it's a PSA. It's a public service announcement for pets.
Pet service announcement.
This is learn from me, because I had a hell of a week with so we have stray cats around our house.
Yeah.
And there's actually up to 5 of them.
And you're talking about the actual felines. You're not talking about Brian Seltzer Orchestra or anything.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the actual felines. So there's up to 3 or 4 of them. I think there's technically 5, but 2 of them are very, very friendly, and they've come up. And so my wife and daughter, they've been feeding these cats just in the backyard, just leaving food out for them so they don't fight or whatever.
Sure.
And it's been fine. But last week, and I heard a cat fight the day before. It was like nightmare scenario where you look on the back porch, and I think my wife at the time, she was like, "Oh, I think it might be hurt." And then I saw it.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
And Jake showed me the picture.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is that this cat would have the ability to dress as a pirate the rest of its life.
Yeah. It was bad, and it was bad, but it was bad in a way where, fortunately, I saw Rory was like, "Oh, what's wrong with it?" And I basically tackled her. I'm like, "You're not looking," and I stopped her from seeing it. But yeah, basically, and you see a lot of cats with one eye. This one was on his way, and
it had 2, but barely.
Yeah. So, and this was our original fear. It's we were living in the woods, so we thought an animal would rough it up, and that's what happened. So we capture it, put it in a carrier, and this basically domesticated at this point. So I felt really bad at we given it a name. We took it to the
cat's like, "Hey, can you please take me to an optometrist?"
Yeah, it's listen, good looking out, buddy. But also,
I have terrible depth perception now.
Also, its mouth was, I'll shorten it here. Its mouth was a little messed up, but I couldn't tell. We took it there, and unfortunately, its jaw was broken away where they had to put it down, which is sad. But, so Lindsay says to me, she's like, "I don't want this to happen again." That was pretty traumatic for Rory. So we're like, all right, we're going to catch this cat. She makes an appointment to drop the cat off. They're like, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. We capture it, put it in the chicken coop to keep it safe from whatever did that in the woods. And then my daughter and I take this cat, which is almost all the way to Beloit. It's like a 20-minute drive there. And she was good with it because she's like, of course she was sad seeing this cat go, but she was like, this cat's going to go to a home. It's going to be great. Or at least it'll be in a place where it's safe from this monster in the woods.
Yeah, didn't your mom bring a lot of animals to the the farm?
And now I know why she did it. And the thing is, it's like, you know that people like go to the farm, they think it's killing no, my mom took it to a farm she knew and just threw it over the fence. and now I understand why. Because I get to the Humane Society.
Hi, Molly.
Yeah, and they're really nice. You know, they're like, oh, this is awesome. I got this, name's Creamsicle. Beautiful cat. It's got like 6 thumbs. Really weird. Looks like it's got cat hoofs. And I'm all like, we're doing a good thing. And they're like, okay, and have you fed this cat? And I'm like, yeah, we left food out for it, you know, for like a month or 2. And they're like, oh, okay, well that means legally this cat is yours. And we are full. You can't drop this cat off here. And so, you know, when you're like, your daughter's looking at you, things aren't going right, you're getting fucked. Like you're getting actively fucked. Yeah. And also they're looking at me like I'm about to make the scene that I kind of want to make.
They want you to make that scene.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, you could have told me this at home. You'd be like, oh, did you feed it food? And I'd have been like, yes. They're like, I got you. That's legally your cat. Because I was kind of like, what if I just leave this cat here and they threaten me with the cops? Like, well, that's a felony, and we'll call the cops. So now all of a sudden this cat's a gun pointed at my head. and so...
Imagine like, what are you here for? Murder.
I think there was
what are you here for? Bank robbery. What are you? I left a cat at the Humane Society. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, there was even a point where they're like, well, unfortunately, you've fed this cat for over 2 months. I'm like, I just met this cat 4 days ago. They're like, unfortunately, you fed this cat for 4 days. I'm like, I just saw it this morning and I caught it.
It was hitchhiking. You see those thumbs?
Yeah. And then I'm like,
it's a polydactyl Hemingway cat.
About a month ago, I gave a homeless guy a sandwich. Is that legally my homeless guy? What the fuck are you talking about?
Actually, kind of is.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, if it's a Hemingway cat, all you had to do is basically let it finish its writing and give it a shotgun.
This thing has enough thumbs to Hemingway itself out of this world. It could easily do it. So learn from me, and this is what I'll say. If you feed a cat in the woods, the state views that as your obligation. The only way you can you can give it food as long as that food is in a trap. That's what they told me.
Oh, okay.
And because I even here's the thing is like I wanted to get mad, but this was like a learning opportunity. I didn't want to make the daughter upset. She's watching me interact.
Yeah.
So I did the right thing. I, like a bitch, took this fucking cat home, and I didn't let it go 2 blocks away like my subconscious said to do. And so now we have this cat, and I'm thinking like I'm gonna love this thing until it dies. That's how I'll get back at them. So public service announcement: don't feed strays because then legally,
or don't admit to feeding strays.
Yeah, that's it.
Deny.
So, but I'm actually thinking about I might try to make a positive out of it. Where there is a shelter where I think Alkaline might be able to sponsor the cat to try to get adopted, and we'll pay for the vet bills.
Yeah,
and then try to get it a home. So that's the route that we're currently trying to pursue. But then you look that up, and she's like, "Please help! I have 48 cats in my house." I'm like, I don't think this is gonna help.
You just firebomb that.
That topic was called Cat Fiasco.
Okay, so I remember, I think it was last episode we talked about Ozempic penis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you remember how it went?
Yeah, I think it's like if you lose 20 pounds, basically you get another inch of dick.
Yeah, we did some dick math there.
But that's that's like the dirt eroding around a tree and calling it taller.
Those Egyptian obelisks, they were never taller. You just excavated around it.
Seriously. The Sears Tower is actually the tallest building in the world once we start digging down around it.
Yeah. Now again, on a serious note, as a reminder, guys, found that taking Ozempic, air quotes, made your dick grow, but it was just the fact that losing excessive body fat exposed more of your pee-pee, right? So women are also experiencing some differences while taking Ozempic. Ladies, get ready for the newest trend, Ozempic vulva.
I was gonna say, like, is it exposing more? So what is Ozempic vulva?
It's exposing more, but they don't like it. Sure. Ozempic vulva refers to a decrease of fullness of the labia majora and increased dryness.
I don't want to take your jokes, but I got a joke.
Dude, fucking hit it, man.
I'm like, dude, it's going to turn your clit into like a cicada ready to molt.
It took 17 years to crawl out.
Like it's hanging off the barn. Just like, holy smokes.
Out of its husk.
Yeah, I've never got such a good shot at this thing. I could give it a right cross.
Oh yeah,
But it's like
Seriously,
a wacky whale. It's like one of those clowns that hits
Yeah.
you back.
That's what they should put for like for Ozempic, like ladies, dry lips. Like, oh, I should get some chapstick. Sorta.
Yeah.
So anyway, so women are counteracting this. They're treating their Ozempic vulva with dermal fillers and fat grafts, which seems very ironic, right? It's like get fat shot back in your pussy.
Dude, do you ever watch you ever watch Inside Out, where it's like the emotions in the
I
brain?
think these ladies are seeing Inside Out.
But I just imagine the guy in control of the fat. It's like, fat pussy, thin pussy, what do you fucking want? Stop giving me this goddamn Ozempic. It's fucking my machines up.
Like there's just like a
It's like the Calvin Hobbes microbes.
That's funny.
It's never been so exposed. It's dry at the tip. It's
Just wind chill.
it's like a cat claw at the front.
Oh man, just honestly, ladies, just take a cigar cutter to it.
Yeah.
If it's getting if it's hanging out there too much,
Shave it down. Thankfully, Ozempic's also making you go blind, so it doesn't matter.
Honestly, shave it down and donate it to a zoo.
The lions are like, you get that one.
I'll wait for the guinea pig.
Yeah. What the hell's going on outside there? We got clits and horses to eat.
Anyway, so the article also mentioned the option of radio frequency treatments for vaginal rejuvenation procedures.
Wait, you just turn the radio up so you don't notice?
Like, what do you think they're playing?
I'm sure you got a good one.
Vagina monologues.
I'm like, jazz.
Oh man, what was it? What did we talk about jazz recently? It was that rats on cocaine prefer jazz. Do you remember that? That was like a few
Yeah,
episodes
because they're
ago.
fucking cool, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Those dudes are fucking awesome.
They're free associating stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. So gents, makes your dick bigger. Ladies, we're gonna do Kegels. I guess I don't like.
I mean, it's like, is that bad news, Kate?
I'm sure it's not good news.
Yeah.
I can't.
We're going to go to our vaginal correspondent, Kate.
Here we are
Yeah.
in the vagina.
Yeah. What's the drawbacks of having basically, I don't know, fruit by the foot for a pussy?
Sick.
I imagine tackiness is a problem, but honestly, like a fly lands on it, that's a good night. So,
Imagine going down a slide and then like you're still at the top.
yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
Ozempic, the gift that keeps on taking. Actually, there was a weird story I saw, and I brought it up briefly to you. There was like zombie rabbits in Wisconsin.
You know, I've been seeing zombie everything. I think I saw like it was the picture I'm thinking of. Did the rabbit have like almost look like tentacles?
Yeah,
Coming out of its
basically
face?
like horns that grow out of the.
and I think I saw with deer too.
Yeah, well, deer do that every year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oops.
male deer. But
we're
I
not
don't
talking about horns. I'm talking about like.
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm
yeah.
talking about. Did you think I was talking about antlers?
Yeah,
Freak.
Those are called horns.
What the fuck is happening?
Those are called horns sometimes by Swedish immigrants. They call them horns.
Oh well, no, I'm
Yeah.
talking like just with growth.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
Okay.
So it's from a virus that I guess is pretty common in the Midwest and Colorado as well. But reported in St. Croix, Dunn, Pierce, and Polk counties, they're basically growing horn-like tumors from the papilloma virus.
I mean,
But
that
it's just
sounds a lot. What's HPV? And that sounds very much
human
like
papilloma.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
that-
these rabbits are
getting
basically-
genital warts.
rabbits are being good dudes. And they're getting a little horny.
Oh man, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember that we were. I mean, this is like years and years ago.
Well, I was gonna say, just unfortunately, like
Oh.
this virus historically is linked to cancer, so it is.
Oh, okay. So it's not sexually transmitted.
I mean, it could be like rabbits.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's at the
They
very
got
least,
that Ozempic
at the
dick.
very least, but it made me question the whole like jackalope thing, to where it's like the old jackalope. It was considered like bad taxidermy where they put antlers on a rabbit, but maybe it was a papillomavirus outbreak in the past.
Yeah,
that-
or it was like just one of those swamp donkeys.
yeah,
Where they took the ass of a deer and put upside down.
they did.
Yeah. So because I remember that you're kind of like knocking a memory loose here, but do you remember the like horse herpes outbreak?
No.
It was I think it was in 2020 we were talking about it. on the podcast where
But this does remind me of something.
but there was a horse herpes outbreak, and so instead, like the girls that were gonna do the horse show, instead they had to use those hobby horses, the horse on a stick.
That's where it started?
No, do you remember this?
No.
And then I went into this whole tirade about how like different animals, like I think all koala bears have like gonorrhea or something like that.
True.
Like, anyway, I think that it's just very like you don't think that like, oh yeah, they can get friggin' love
STDs
bumps
too.
too.
Yeah, but it's all pain to an animal. Like,
Fair.
For the horse, you can just get killed by lions. But you did just remind me of something that I've been laughing about this a little bit. But do you remember Ryan Braun? He's an athlete he's a Brewers player, superstar. 10 years back, Ryan Braun. I've been laughing about this all week.
From a horse?
No, Ryan Braun, he got popped for steroids. As far as like he got suspended for steroids. And Ryan Braun's excuse was that he was taking herpes medication, and that's why he popped for steroids. And I was just thinking, like, I would be like, I was taking steroids. Because, like, you know who doesn't give a fuck if you're taking steroids? Is women that have, like millions of dollars in a restaurant. And, like, everybody's taking steroids anyway. It reminded me of Charlie Sheen. Remember Charlie Sheen was about to get Me Too'd years ago? Like, you could hear the women coming.
Yeah, I have AIDS.
Yeah, and as soon as it's about to happen, he's like, I have AIDS. And all the women, like witches and sunrise, went,
Yeah. I never fucked him.
what a brilliant gambit. I have AIDS. You hear the collective breath of Me
Turn
Too.
into mist.
Yeah. I have AIDS. Nobody wants to be Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Oh man,
So
that's funny.
your horse herpes story reminded me of Ryan Braun.
Well, I mean, I blame women for that anyway.
Oh yeah,
They don't call it heepies.
they don't call it heepies. They don't call it heepies.
Classic.
Did you know that Taylor Swift's not a psyop?
Is she not a psyop?
Remember, she's not a psyop.
I found out recently that she's not a psyop.
She's definitely not a psyop.
Okay.
Conversely, she is getting married to Travis Kelce, and like the story continues. I'm on like the new album. She's just getting.
I can't wait to hear what Jake's about to say because I saw a meme recently that I'd love to fucking rub in your face.
I don't have much memes about it. Like I'm a football fan. I like football, and I'm bummed because I'm like that means the Kansas City Chiefs are going to get to the Super Bowl again with the help of the refs because they want Taylor Swift to play in her boyfriend's game.
Yeah.
And I kind of get it because it's a boatload of money for the NFL because women buy a lot of jerseys and guys buy one. I've had one for 20 years. I need one jersey.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to match my shoes. Doesn't need to do shit. But
what's the guy's name?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
So I saw this meme that said something like if you care, or if you're a man and you care about or you got excited about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting engaged, you're not a man.
Oh yeah, it gets taken away.
Like just get it yanked, the card taken.
I think it is fantastic marketing, and I think they are both making a lot of money.
Yeah,
and I like when people make a lot of money. I'm impressed by it. I'm like, you are fooling everyone very well. But maybe it's love. I don't want to maybe it's love.
I don't know. I mean, let me ask you this: was that guy popular? I mean, because I'm not a sports fan.
Yeah, he was likable.
He was before they ever dated.
So what's
people were like, oh, we know that guy.
Yes.
Okay.
He's definitely one of the best at his position.
Okay.
And also the other thing that's cool, his brother played for the Philadelphia Eagles. He retired last year. Also really popular. Also kind of a good dude. They're like Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. There's these stories now. They're announcers. Their story.
Sure.
And like Chris Collinsworth, he's an old player. So it's like molting cicadas. It's to bring it back. To bring it back to the dry clits. Yeah. I just. I look at it from like a fantasy football implication of like, what does this do for his drafting area? And I also like, do you know, we haven't talked about the CEO for the Coldplay.
Okay.
One of my favorite things that's happened once in every couple years, you get to see a test of how fast the internet is with the world.
Yeah.
It was Hawk Tuah, and Hawk Tuah, that was fast. And then I remember seeing the CEO do the thing on the Coldplay, and I sent it to Lindsay that morning. And in the comments on TikTok, they'd already identified him. They'd identified her. And then I went to the gym at 3 p.m. and it was on the local fucking news. And I'm like, man, the internet is incredibly fast. And then he did the dumbest thing possible where he tried blaming Coldplay.
He's like, thanks for no privacy or something. Like
and
that.
then his wife totally won because she was funny enough to be like, we are getting a divorce, but it's not because of what he was doing. It's because he went to a Coldplay concert. And I'm like, oh, fuck, she's funny? Like, I do think he could go be the CEO of, like, Blue Chew. That's, like, the joke out of it. Because he did get fired. It did ruin his life. And now he's like, I get privacy when I go to a stadium with 100,000 people. It's like, no, you don't. Fuck you, dude.
I mean, I've seen his face a number of times, but I don't know if I could pick him out of a crowd.
No, he's average. You know, he's handsome, white, rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it weird, though, that I'm like, her?
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
is she funny?
It's the Office thing. Like, they work a lot. They're close.
All right.
She's a Pam. He's a Jim. That's all it is.
Sure.
You know? And we're back. We had a quick little hiatus. We had to refill drinks, and we had to keep the fun rolling.
Is an hour quick?
Yeah. But I wanted to bring back a little fun game we used to do where it's Strange Idiom. Do you remember that?
Hell yeah. Like Russian ones?
Yeah, basically it was like an idiom from another country. You know, it's like burn the hands.
Is it really from Russia?
No, this one's from France.
Okay.
So it's the whole thing like burn the hands, we're two in the bush, all those colloquial sayings.
Yeah.
All right. So this one means, and basically just give me your best guess what it means, to jump from rooster to donkey. Actually, the original translation was to jump from cock to donkey, but...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You from cock to ass?
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean,
you could describe. I'll give you a hint. You could describe me as someone who often jumps from cock to donkey.
Blowing guys at a gas station?
Yeah, that's what that means. Good old French idioms.
Man. I would say probably going from not finishing one task and going to the next, or like kind of maybe a bunch of hobbies.
Basically, extremely close.
Okay.
Do you concur?
Sure.
She concurs. All right. So the meaning of that is to change topics abruptly.
Okay.
To jump from cock to donkey.
Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. The French origin. I thought it was kind of a fun one. So
seem to jump from cock to
yeah. So I'm gonna keep every time we change that, I'll say we're jumping from cock to donkey.
Yeah.
So.
But can you please say cock to ass?
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, this is a kid show.
Technically, yeah. I didn't even think of that. But like ass is for donkey. Yeah. Smart.
Yeah. Come on.
Rooster to donkey is the very PG term. Cock to ass. It's the upgraded.
Yeah, I think I know that girl. So, I want to hear your catfish. You said you have a catfish?
I do have a catfish.
Okay.
Okay.
This better be some good writing.
This is ChatGPT. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But she does help.
Jake GPT.
You talk to her. She makes you feel better. She tells you that you're good at stuff. All right. So, same format as before. Number 1, Museum Gala Chaos as giant inflatable art piece shaped like a phallic object breaks loose. Number 2, live weather report disrupted over oversized inflatable banana floats into shot. Or number 3, golfer Tommy Fleetwood keeps cool after sex toy lands on green during his winning putt.
Man, so I'm going to say... So number 1 reminds me, isn't there like a display where like it's supposed to be a Christmas tree, but it very overtly looks like a butt plug?
It's a butt plug,
okay.
100%.
Yeah. That's very funny to me because like these aren't people like just gluing these together like haphazardly. Like these are like 3D designed. Like that was clearly meant to be a butt plug. I'm gonna say it's number 3. Only because it seems to be a trend nowadays because the WNBA is like getting rained down with sex toys to the point to where people are like, please stop throwing sex toys. We're going to get hurt.
Well, I think it's great advertising because do you know about the octopus in NHL?
No.
So there's a whole thing where it's like,
oh, wait, does someone throw an octopus
someone
on the
throws
ice?
a live octopus and
it's kind of cruel.
It's really funny because you can find YouTube videos of how elaborate they have to be to hide an octopus on themselves.
Oh, they do it? Wait, this happens a lot?
Yeah, they throw an octopus on the ice. I forgot the exact meaning for it. I can look it up and maybe put it up there. But like throwing an octopus on the ice is, I don't think it's like a hat trick. We throw hats out on the ice or anything like that.
Live octopus. It seems very
or
cool.
Or just a dead octopus.
Oh, I hope it's dead. Yeah, because I mean, imagine like their body's basically a tongue and go lick ice.
That seems like the worst way to die for an octopus is to be in the Arctic.
Yeah. Actually, here's a callback. And while you're looking it up, find out the reason for why they throw an octopus out onto the ice, because I would like to know that. This is where we need Tony. So if you do remember the plural for octopus and why?
I'm assuming octopi.
No, actually, it's a lot of people think octopi, but it's actually octopuses, and which is obviously more vulgar sounding. But octopi would be the plural if octopus was a Latin word, and then it would follow the pluralization of the word, right? But since octopus is a Greek word, it follows the different variation as far as the pluralization. So it's actually octopuses. I mean that we kind of talked about that a few years ago when we were talking about.
I remember
why is it goose and geese and not moose and meese? And it's because goose and geese. Goose is I think Germanic word,
right?
But then moose is Algonquin word, so, like Native American. So then follows the pluralization. They'd be like, oh my gosh, that is a field full of moose out there.
Sure.
Look at all the moose, or look at all the deer, even though that's many.
That and octopuses. I do have the legend of the octopus here.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's a tradition started.
Did I buy you enough time, by the way?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Way to fill.
Ta-da!
Right. Tradition started April 15th, 1952, when the Pete and Jerry Cusimano brothers, the store owners of the Detroit Eastern
into hentai.
Market, hurled an octopus into the rink of the Olympia Stadium. Having 8 arms, the octopus symbolized the number of playoff wins the Red Wings needed to win the Stanley Cup at the time. The team would go on to sweep the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
Fun name. En route to winning the championship. So since then, it's become a tradition that's passed down. People sneak it in, throw it.
Well, next time I get Red Wings, I'm going to throw an octopus in.
Right, I'll fix it. Do you have a guess for the catfish there, Kate?
I was saying 3 as well.
3 as well? You're both on it. It's totally golfer Tommy Fleetwood basically had to maintain his cool when a green phallic sex toy landed on out of the rough.
He should have used it as a hole-in-one.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like now is a better time than ever. You inadvertently set me up.
Okay.
So I feel like we've spoken about this phenomenon in the past where there's just mystery poopers doing their business, right?
Right.
To where people are like, I keep finding a pile of shit next to my dumpster every Saturday.
Right? I don't get it, but it must be something that connects to someone's angst. Besides, like, I guess shitting on your boss's desk is the best thing I could think about.
No, well, I mean, this, like, the thing I was talking about is I remember when it was a jogger, this like chick would run by and like squirt a shit out next to and finally they put cameras and found her, right? Yeah. So and I remember having a friend of mine who she told me that there was a phantom shitter like at her college that would literally, it was obviously a girl that would shit in the showers, form it into a ball and put it on the soap dish. like
not often do I know a wife when I hear one, but this is a wife.
Hashtag wifey. So anyway, now this
is someone to help you hide a body.
Yeah. And then shit on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is older news, but for reasons you've probably already assumed, I felt compelled to bring it up, right? Of
course.
But here's the title of the article. It says, and so it's so funny that you're talking about dicks getting thrown or dildos getting thrown onto greens. But anyway, so the title of the article is Mystery Pooper Targeting Holes of Norwegian Golf Course.
I love this.
You know it?
No, I don't know it, but I'm just like...
Okay. All right, so now this person at the time of the story, this golf course had been plagued for at least 10 years by this person.
I love long revenge.
Dude,
it's long revenge is the best.
Dude, and the absurdity of it.
Yeah.
Because it gets even better. Now they interviewed the groundskeeper, right? So this is like I said, an older article, but we're talking about. Okay. So now this wasn't like my first choice for it, but it was definitely a solid number 2. But come on. We're working here, guys. Come on. So first of all, they believe this is a man because, and I quote, "the poos are too massive to be a woman."
That's not. That's not fair.
Thank you. I was like, on a personal note, I feel like it's kind of conjecture. That kind of conjecture is very misleading because I'm sure there's plenty of ladies that have like honked out a dirt snake that have fucking clogged the toilet. Okay. Now, anyway, I guess the mystery pooper has a few favorite holes that they like to shit in, which I think is very funny, right? Because it's like they're not like, I did 1 last week. I'll do 2 this week. I'll do 4 this week. And 5. It's fucking 7 and 12 or nothing.
Do you know any info about them? Because I'm
getting there.
Okay.
And actually, I was thinking about it might be kind of funny to describe who we think this is, right? So,
I was just gonna take a guess at because each hole has a stroke where it's a par 5 is normally a really far hole.
Okay, sure.
I would make a guess that they are par 3s because
and not par 2.
The best chance of a hole in one, at a par 3 is the only hole where you can potentially get a hole in one. So my hope would be he's trying to ruin someone that gets hole in one's the best moment of most dudes' lives that enjoys golf.
Yeah.
And what better, man, you really stuck that cup just
yucky. All right. So anyway, so I guess that and here's another thing. And the mystery pooper only does it on the weekdays. Because they've never found
plot thickens. Why?
They've never found any poop on a weekend. So it's worth noting that toilet paper is always found next to the crime, which tells me this is clearly premeditated.
It's like a serial killer. Dial down.
Oh, so you got to go back. So obviously, whoever it is visiting the crime scene later, right?
He's comfortably walking away from his crime.
That's what I'm saying. You're not doing the itchy butt, right? So and then here
it takes his time.
You have to pack toilet paper.
Yeah.
Right? There isn't there happens to be toilet paper here.
Can I do a quick sidebar? You were in the military.
Yeah.
So you've had to shit in the woods.
Yeah.
So as a hunter,
in the desert, but yeah.
There's a glorious, it's not something you never hope for or root for, but there's a moment where this is going to happen. And then it turns into where does it happen? And there's a beautiful moment where you search for the perfect fallen tree, at least from hunting. I look for a tree that's fallen and makes a semi-organic toilet. Almost like it, and when you find the perfect one, it is nice. So I do get and I do carry toilet paper on the off chance it happens.
Man, you just totally reminded me of something. Our mutual friend, you know what I'm talking about? Our mutual friend told us about his uncle that had to shit so bad while he was out hunting.
Oh yeah,
that he fucking it's happening right now.
Yeah.
He pulled he unzipped his full the full hood fucking onesie hunting gear. He unzips it and just sprayed mud, right?
Yeah.
Just relief, right?
Right.
And he's like, okay, time to get dressed. So he starts getting dressed, and then he goes, he didn't realize that he shit in his hood till he put the hood on. and so he put the hood on, and then as our friend was telling us, he goes, he felt it running down his forehead.
And that's dangerous because you're hunting, so you have a way out of that situation. An immediate.
That's that. You can Hemingway your head.
Be like, good luck, Dexter. Just figured this one out.
Could you imagine? Yeah.
The blood splatter pattern is very unique.
Apparently, he liked to wear shit as a hat.
Yeah.
So,
it covered the smell, so the deer did.
Yeah. Oh my God. So the anyway, so the fact that this person here's the facts that they think it's a male.
Okay.
And and there's no shit on the weekends.
Okay.
Only on the weekdays, and they're well thought out because they're bringing toilet paper, so clearly a male, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, so avert sexism. So anyway, so here's another thing to it. They will usually find bicycle tracks in the morning dew, like there's the turd, right, and then the toilet paper, and then foot tracks to bicycle tracks, and so he pedals away.
I hope this is the new Glass Onion Knives Out
right
mystery.
So now we have an athletic person,
sure,
who is not available on the weekends.
Okay,
who is thinking things out, and on top of that, they've even installed spotlights as a defecation discouragement, right? But the culprit has been disabling the lights. It's not a matter of unplugging it. They go so far as to climb the tree and wriggle out onto a branch as to reach the spotlight. So this is clearly a light, he's not heavy, right? Not a big fat guy.
Yeah.
He's agile because he's able to climb a tree.
Sure.
He's a bicyclist. And this is
starting to feel like military. And also on weekends,
I'm just saying, this is and he clearly has a vendetta. Dude, this is a divorced dad.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
telling
yeah.
you, because he's middle aged. He's getting his fucking life back on track. He's riding his bike. He's got his kids on the weekend.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
He's got his kids on the weekends. He's like, fuck, like so his ex can go get dicked out by fucking sweaty men.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
And then but he's so he's fucking busy on the weekend. The weekdays, it's time to shine, right?
Sure. It's time to get back.
Yeah, and they probably, I don't know, maybe didn't have the right green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's
Does it say the frequency that he does this? Like, is it?
It
must not be every single.
Who knows? But
Okay.
but it did say that he was it'd been going on for 10 years.
Sure.
Right. And I mean, it was so often clearly that they were like, let's put up spotlights.
I'd also look into someone that loves disc golf.
Right.
There's a bit of a back and forth, and there's a competitiveness between those.
Fair enough.
Two sports.
Now this is a 2-part story. All right, so I'm going to delve in further.
Sure.
Now, I remember a few years ago, locals, because for any listeners that are not familiar, Jake and I, we live in Janesville, Wisconsin, right?
Yep.
So for a few locals in our area, we also got our own version of this. Do you remember this?
Was it Edgerton or Milton?
Whitewater. A Milton high school teacher would stop by Whitewater to log out, and it wasn't at a computer lab. Okay, the teacher, Jeffrey Churchwell, and this is so great because this, like, with the internet nowadays, like, this is your fucking legacy. You do some absurd stuff, or I said some absurd shit, literally.
Sure.
Like, anytime your name gets Googled, that's what comes up. Right? That's what'll happen. This is what you're doing to yourself. Don't fucking do this. Anyway, so Jeffrey Churchwell had been shitting in a park in Whitewater for 2 years. I looked this up, okay, because I was like, I got to remember this.
Sure.
This was like 5 years ago. And I think we talked about it too, 5 years ago. So after the city grew tired of cleaning up his mess 5 days a week, sometimes multiple times a day, they installed cameras to catch the culprit.
He's getting greedy.
Hubris.
Yeah.
Fecal hubris.
So many parks out there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
So anyway, when the teacher was asked why he did it, because obviously they caught him, because they were like, they thought it was like a homeless person.
sure.
And so I don't know why it's just so jarring to be like, that guy taught me math, right? So when they asked why he did it, he said he did it, A, for convenience, and then 2, to be disrespectful, since I guess the parking lot did not have a restroom. So I'll show you something, right? So because he got caught and whatever, and after like a couple years of
There's
this,
something else going on with that.
Well,
like,
of course,
it's
yeah,
more than
this is-
disrespect. It's like, this is like, I'm not trying to defend these guys, but this could easily have been a bomb. This could easily have been
it probably was a few
yeah,
times.
it could have been a much worse form of sticking it to everybody.
Sticking it to the wall.
This is a pretty safe.
I mean, it got to the point it was so regular that they would literally like schedule the park cleanup crew would schedule times like during the day to go out and check and clean this shit up, right?
Sure.
Like that's how often it was. Now, like I said, feel free to cut what I'm about to do, but I kind of did a deep dive here. All right.
Okay.
So now he was forced to pay like $6,000 in damages, right? Just over that.
I would pay $6,000 to take a shit in the park whenever I want. So
I'm
anyways,
glad you're bringing it up because you're going to find
So-
out. Are you ready for some like fecal matter math?
Sure.
All right. In honor of our high school teacher, we're gonna have a lesson here.
Right.
Now, 2 years is 104 weeks, right?
Sure.
5 days a week for 104 weeks is 520 days.
Of course.
Okay. Multiple shits a day. Let's say, just to make it easy, we'll double it.
2,
We'll say it's 2 a day, right? Just for semantics. Maybe some days you did 1 a day, sometimes you did 4, 3, whatever. Anyway, 2 shits a day. 2 shits a day, 5 days a week for 2 years. That's 1,040 piles of shit, respectively.
Sure.
Right? Now, when you think of his $6,000 fine, each pile of shit costs him $5.75.
That's less than a Starbucks coffee.
Thank you. Anyway,
And guess who got more out of it than Starbucks?
thank you. That's what I'm getting at. And so you do with that math what you please, but if you need to take a shit at a Whitewater Park, you better make sure you got like $6 on
Dude,
you.
it's $14 a month for Netflix.
I mean, honestly, and now keep in mind, I said $6. I mean, this is adjusted for inflation, because this story's a couple years old. And but I will not be taking any questions after this.
Sure.
But I'm saying it's like do with that knowledge what you want. Slap a Lincoln and a Washington down, and drop a Tuesday.
He was making deposits. It's fine. He's investing. Honestly, That's cheaper than a therapist.
Yeah, if you need to go download.
You know how much a therapist appointment twice a day?
Oh my God. Okay, so I have to tell you this. I did not come up with this, but it is so fucking funny. But I saw this thing that said, girls that think their therapist cares about them are the equivalent of guys that think the stripper likes them.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm getting
Like,
somewhere.
You're paying their bills.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the fact that no one's gone, yeah, my therapist fucking fixed me and I'm better and I don't go to them anymore.
Yeah.
Like that says something.
Yeah, they're very much following the medical model of like they're selling treatment.
Yeah. No, they're selling a subscription.
Yeah, it's not it's not the cure. You want the cure, you tell a buddy that says that's tough.
Yeah, or a guy. I mean, like, and the thing is that I feel like that's mainly. I mean, imagine like if I was like, Jake, I've been really sad lately. You'd be like, well,
Sounds like something you should push down.
Push down till it's cancer.
Put it down there with the rest. What are you doing? Don't let it out.
Don't be a pussy.
You ever see like when the water starts eroding the beach? And then eventually you got a stream that takes all the sand away.
Yeah.
It's like that. Just push it down.
Honestly, and eventually, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to spend $6 taking a shit like, in a whitewater park? You're like, dude, there's everything.
So did he go to jail for that?
I think he just had to pay a fee.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Like, so
I mean, granted, you're every I feel like everyone wants to leave a mark, but his was a skid mark.
Yeah.
Like on society, but like that's your like. You could build 1,000 bridges, but you fuck one goat.
Yeah.
Like you're a goat fucker, not a
you're
bridge
the goat
builder.
fucker that walked across bridges to do it. Yeah. It does kind of remind me of I don't remember
So, hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
So, on top of the poop thing, did you know that in North Korea, you have like you have to poop and give your poop to the fucking. Feel free to fact check this, but like you have to like give your fair share of poop or you don't get food.
For manure, for
manure,
fertilization.
exactly.
Okay.
I know I was waiting for you to like, be like, this is bullshit. But yeah, but like literally, it gets so bad that people fucking steal each other's
I was like,
shit.
did they care if it's yours? This is like you go to the blood drive. They take it in the jar. It's just like that's not a bad system.
But people will literally steal each other's shit, so then they can make sure they get food.
Oh, that obese guy. That's gross.
Yeah, just give them chicken wings. Yeah.
So the story of
it's like you win some, you lose some.
It's like the story of like social psychological revenge reminds me of. I don't remember the guy's name, but it was they cut down his tree. Do you remember this? This guy was an arborist.
I do remember this.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Is this the guy? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the guy that planted a rare protected tree species in like the governor's lawn.
So I don't think it was protected. What happened was
it was like a redwood or something.
Yeah, he had a tree that he had a name for it, and they cut it down for like power lines essentially. And
I think there's a lot of litigation.
Yeah, he cared about this, and they took it down. So for 3 or 4 years, he went around the town planting that type of tree. 3 or 4 years, didn't tell anyone. Just would go and plant it, because this specific tree for years would germinate, and the roots would go super deep. And it was in the millions because basically it grew up and just destroyed all the sidewalks. It was this very long thought out revenge.
For some reason, I thought it was something like a redwood.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I thought it was like a redwood where it's like, you can't cut it down because it's protected.
It was like a Batman villain, It was like it's a very elegant revenge.
Yeah,
and
it's like
it's not quite shitting in a park, but
it's like the movie Law Abiding Citizen.
Yeah, exactly. Tear down this whole rotten edifice. So
that was funny.
You got anything else?
I got another catfish. I'm going to end on that unless you have something else.
Well, I'll say real quick. Have you heard about the comet that's coming through? I do think this is pretty interesting. It's supposed to come through, I think, October 29th. Okay. And so this is an interstellar comet, which interstellar comet just means it's on an orbital path that is not solely around our sun. It's going so fast that it's passing through, and it's not going to
slingshot almost. Is there any gravitational pull?
No, it's I believe it's larger than the last one. I thought it was I want to say it's like 3 or 4 miles across, which is definitely something we don't want to hit us. No risk of hitting us. But the interesting thing, it's interstellar comet 3I Atlas. The reason they spotted it was they thought they saw some off-gassing, and they thought they saw what they would say slowing down.
Oh, okay.
And if you have something interstellar slowing down, this has lit the internet on fire with conspiracy theories
aliens.
of aliens.
Okay,
so they think this might actually be an alien ship, and it is interesting. But they actually did image it, and they're pretty sure it is a comet. But it is worth paying attention to because like an interstellar object is rare. Because most things are captured by gravitational fields of like suns and all this other stuff.
Sure.
And we had one a couple years back, which they refused to image. And they took that as conspiracy that the government knew it was a interstellar alien object, so they wouldn't take a picture of it. So I would just say it's interesting that October 29th is supposed to basically
all they have
pass
to do is
very
say
close
yes.
to Mars.
Okay. I was gonna say all they have to do is like, even if it was, if it would have had a blinking sign that said we're aliens, the government would be like, it's a rock. Here's this picture of a rock.
But with our technology now, it's worth at least paying attention to because like an object coming this close to our sun on an orbital path that looks very much like if we were sending like the Voyager spacecraft out and we wanted to gain speed as it goes by a star, we would give it a very similar path.
A slingshot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's really interesting that there's mathematics to support that maybe this isn't random. So you know me with space. I'm a nerd, and I think it's worth paying attention to.
I'd like to be the first one to say, bring on our meteor overlords.
Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna be a good pet. I see, like, dude, you look at the wolf. Great, I'm gonna be a Chihuahua. They get to ride in cars and eat. And
I know
they get
that
bread.
even if it takes out all of our air,
Yeah.
or just knocks out human race, right, to where there's just a little bit of us left, and then like obviously AI overlords come over.
Oh,
like,
sure.
I have always said please and thank you to
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
I'm nice.
I mean,
I'm way nicer to it than my wife. I'm like, thanks, baby doll.
actually, you know what? I'm not super great. Okay, I have to say this. Here's the little listener challenge for anyone that's made it this far. Go to your if you have Snapchat, send your Snapchat AI just fucking unhinged memes. Right.
Oh, okay.
I it's like one of my favorite things to do. Maybe I need friends or a hobby or something, but like I will fucking send like just horrible things. And if it gets too bad, the thing that's weird to me is while it'll respond like very politely and eloquently, like, it could be two people standing over a dead body and be like, wow, that guy must be sleepy. What do you think they're watching him for?
Wow, he spilled lasagna on himself.
Yeah. And but the fact that it fucking acknowledges it's two people looking at one person is very weird to me.
Yeah.
And then it's like spinning it. And then obviously if you send it like something like horrible, like anything like sexual, like I can't respond to that. It's like that's weird also that you can't respond to that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there you go.
You're
There's
molesting this AI.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things. Yeah, I've been diddling. And how old is AI? 2 years. So anyway, but no, like one of my favorite things to do, and here's your little listener challenge if you decide, is send your Snapchat AI unhinged memes, screenshot the response, and send it to Jake.
All right. Yeah.
So I don't have to deal with it.
Whoa, we lost.
Oh, there goes Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
It's about time. That thing's been falling out for years. What's in the box?
It was her box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
right.
that's all I get.
I have
catfish.
I have catfish. All right, let's end on catfish. All right. So this one actually was themed because the last one was supposed to be themed, but it got botched. All right. So, excuse me. Let me get in my catfish voice here.
All right.
Number 1. British cops wear jogging outfits to elicit catcalls and then arrest the men. Number 2, undercover dumpster sting nets a single offender who didn't pick up dog poop. Number 3, silver slowdown. Utah police disguised as elderly drivers rage baiting aggressive drivers.
Is fishing the theme?
It is
baiting.
It is
angler.
It's police getting people on trivial, minuscule offenses. Right?
Okay.
So number 1. British cops wearing jogging outfits to elicit catcalls and then arrest the men. Number 2, undercover dumpster sting nets a single offender who didn't pick up dog poop. Number 3, silver slowdown. Utah police disguised as elderly drivers rage baiting aggressive drivers.
All these would be fun, but I'm going to go with number 1 because it reminds me of a client we had at the shop. And what this client had to do down in, I think it was Rock Cut State Park. He would have to walk around with just a fishing pole because
okay, I was like, he?
Yeah, he would walk around with a fishing pole because it was like a gay hookup kind of thing, and dudes would walk around and just offer to blow him, and then he was a cop and he had to like arrest him. But he'd go up to like people. There'd be dudes walking around with a fishing pole, be like, "Where's your bait? Where's your tackle?" And they'd be like, "I dropped it," And he's like, he just had to give them. He couldn't give them the exact ticket he wanted to, but it'd be a hard ticket to explain to your wife.
Freeze, I'm a cop.
Yeah. He's like, he had to blow them to make sure that they were serious. No, so I'm going to go with number one. Okay. They were basically doing that. Kate, is going with number 1, 2?
All right, so that's really frustrating because you guys were both right. I thought
that's
for
3
sure.
for 3 with all 3 catfish. We all nailed them. We sucked.
I was like excited for mine. I thought they
were all good, but that did remind me of the client.
Man, that's really funny though. It's like, hey, you got a big enough worm for that hook?
Yeah.
Sick. I don't remember that. I wish I did know that. All right, so this actually just happened in August, so I was like nervous that maybe you'd heard it. Now, I'm going to delve into it. So female cops in England went undercover as joggers wearing tight-fitting clothing to bid illicit catcalls and then arresting some of the men who hit on them.
Wait, like, I don't mean to be a pig here, but it's illegal to...
Oh, is that a police
No,
pun?
I'm saying, like, it's illegal to catcall?
In England, apparently.
Like, you can't be like, nice ass. Like...
You better be talking about a donkey.
I'm a big freedom of speech. I'm like, I didn't know that was illegal.
So
not to say that it's fine to do
funny,
it, but I'm just
it's funny
like,
that Jake says that because I'm going to go into what Jake said later.
Okay.
So the police department created a trial task force which lasted about a month and then led to 18 arrests for offenses like sexual assault, harassment, and theft. The female officers
theft, sure.
theft of decency.
Yeah.
So the female officers were then sent during rush hour to hotspots where open sexual harassment of women is a commonplace and pretended to be joggers. One of the officers was honked at within 10 minutes, and then another vehicle slowed down.
You can't honk.
Dude, this is England, bro. You can't even fucking have like a butter knife.
She's in the way. You can't honk like he sexually assaulted me.
Do you remember?
Adam, can I get my best cat call from a bad part of England to a cop from it?
That's a right old shit, isn't it?
Right, you cut turds with that bit?
Oh, you shit all that thing, isn't it? So, all right. So, anyway, was that your best?
Yeah, no, that was mine's gonna go Australia. Right, crikey!
Oh, crikey!
I can't stay. All right,
so anyway,
foggy.
So, I mean, I'll be in the UK like in a few months. So, like,
yeah,
like I'm gonna fucking dress as a jogger. Yeah, everyone's gonna be like,
gross.
He's an F word, and that's the 3-letter F word.
Yeah.
So, anyway, one of the officers was honked at within 10 minutes, right? And then getting hold on, and then another
officer that wasn't honked at, and she was like, "Oh,
do you remember from Reno 911 when Trudy was like when Trudy's like trying to do her sting, but she had like her fucking bloomer sticking out of her?
Yeah,
she's like, they're like, Trudy, you should be wearing like a G-string. She goes, oh, those things will give you a yeast infection. So anyway,
no one solicits prostitutes.
Yeah. So anyway, so then another vehicle slowed down and beeping and making gestures just 30 seconds later. That's how frequent it is. What do you think his gesture was, by the way?
Get out of the road.
Yeah, I'm walking here. Yeah. Honestly, my first thought when it said gestures, I was like, I immediately thought of
you got chips with that fish.
Oh, he's sick.
They're by the wharf.
I like it. No, I get it. Right. So, but remember, what's the bowling movie?
Kingpin.
Kingpin. Remember the?
That's what I mean.
That's what I was picturing. So anyway, one of the officers in the group said the harassment she faced during the trial period reflects her everyday experiences in the area. She said, "We get catcalled in Oakdale."
Good old Glasgow.
People slow down and just to stare and lean out the window and shout something. It's so common and it's harassment and it needs to be recognized and such.
It was probably stupid sounding too, because they rhyme everything with what they mean to say.
Cockney? Yeah, those are like the Hicks though, I think. So anyway, watch, there's gonna be like 2 listeners like,
Harry Potter.
You made me go up to apples and pears just to type this out. So critics of the program include Freedom of Speech Union, which said the tactics were bizarre and a bizarre psychological experiment, and that police should just enforce the laws on the books. Now, again, this is a sidebar. I want to say, one of the many ways that America is better than Europe is
By a mile.
The freedom of catcalling is covered under the First Amendment, right? I'm not.
No, I don't agree with what they say. I'll defend to the death their right to call you a piece of ass.
That is.
And they are an asshole, and I fucking hate them.
That's one of my favorite quotes, and I can't remember her name that said it, but off the top of my head, because of booze brain. But yes, thank you. But I mean, that's the shortened version.
I mean, like honestly, arrest the internet. Then.
So,
goddamn.
Well, no, you can get ticketed and arrested in the
why
UK
they suck.
for if you post something. If you like something, I think.
Dude, fuck them.
So anyway,
never, honestly, good job, forefathers. Because you knew they'd be bitches hundreds of years later.
Yeah, you knew that, some friggin' bros would want to get catcalled for having a nice shit box.
They invented the language and they make it illegal to speak it.
That's funny. So, again, one of the many ways in America is better than Europe, freedom of catcalling, right? It's covered on the First Amendment. And again, I'm not co-signing. I'm trying to do this as a colorful thing here. However, I remember Jake stating years ago that his favorite amendment is the first. I told him that my favorite amendment is the second because it protects the first, right?
Sure.
Now, here's a fun fact for the listeners. Because speaking of the Second Amendment, right, I'm going to kind of spiral here for you guys. According to the CDC, approximately 46,730 gun deaths happen in the United States, right? But most of those are suicides, like 58%, right? Over 58%. Less than 18,000 of those deaths were actual, violent, homicides, right? The majority, again, were suicides. According to the study by Natural Medicine, and I'm only saying all this just for any case someone's like, well, that's not true. So according to the study by in Natural Medicine, which is a peer-reviewed monthly journal for in all areas of medicine, over 61,000 heat-related deaths happen in Europe. Heat-related.
It's not even sunny.
Heat-related deaths a year happen in Europe. So that means that you are 3 times more likely to die from a lack of AC in Europe than you are from gun violence in the U.S.
It's right hot in here.
So anyway, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. This is come on. At the same time, of course you shouldn't be a piece of shit to women.
No, of course not.
This is the thing. Is of course we agree you shouldn't treat people like that. But
you know what else you shouldn't do?
But, stop paying cops to do dumb shit.
Exactly. I mean, there are there's a rash of violent R words, right? Sexually rapes that are happening.
I'm R words.
Yeah. No, the other. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sure the algorithms already fucking black boxed us a long time ago. Yeah. But anyway, but the uptick of rapes and everything like that in the UK is skyrocketed. Oh, actually, skyrocketed in the last 2 years.
Something in the UK to add to this, where it's they don't have guns, so they have to get creative. Someone slingshotted a 6-inch dart into a guy's back at a bus stop.
Dude,
I saw the video, and it was so confusing because it was I had to read the description because you didn't know what happened in the video. A dude came and helped try to pull it out, and he realized it was this is buried.
Was it barbed or something?
No, it punctured the dude's lung from his back. Ooh. And it was the dude walked by the dude. I don't know if he said something to or whatever, but it was slingshot, dart. And this is just proof that it's people will find a way to fucking hurt people. And,
dude, the first humanoid used a rock to cave in the stove in the head of another person.
And that's because rocks weren't illegal.
Yeah.
Bump stock rock.
Bump rock. So I remember, I feel correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't a few years ago, and I mean, cut this if you want, but a few years ago, wasn't somebody going on a fucking slash attack in England maybe?
Yeah, it happens.
And then a dude took a narwhal horn off of it was on display. This guy took a narwhal horn and fucking either ran it through or defended people.
Honestly, stopping an attack with a narwhal horn is as close to magic as we're gonna get this side of Harry Potter. So you should have instantly been a Gryffindor or something like that. Oh, actually, I was gonna tell you to end the episode. I was pretty proud of my daughter because I think I was saying earlier.
Narwhal horn.
Well, she's super into Harry Potter now. She's like, you're a Hufflepuff. And I'm like, what's a Hufflepuff? She's like, that just means you don't really fit in. Everybody kind of likes you. I'm like, all right, I like that. And I'm like, what's mom? She's like, he's a Ravenclaw. And I'm like, why? She's like, it's because she's kind of a nerd. I'm like, that's funny. And I'm like, what are you? She's like, I'm a Slytherin. I'm like, good. Be difficult and mean. I love it.
Yeah, I don't get any of these references.
So Slytherin is the bad guys, but it's very
what am I?
I don't know.
Am I a Slytherin?
Probably a fag. Dude, our houses would be real. Yeah. And honestly,
You know,
good
I
luck
like
being
how
the
earlier-
sorting hat. The sorting
I like
hat
how-
going on the black kid. Slytherin. Like,
even if this episode airs, I'm saying like, and they allow it. Earlier, I said the F word that's
Yeah.
3 letters, and Jake's like, "You mean this one?"
I was saying it for shock value.
I know you're
It
talking
w-
about no,
I do
because
thi-
when
I
they're
do
talking
think-
about the UK, you're talking
yeah.
about cigarettes.
It does feel like our high school would have that house in it by now. It'd be the
funny.
fun house. It'd be the best Halloween party house.
Oh yeah, that's a 3-letter F word. All right. Well, thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
This has been
148?
148.
Yeah.
We need to do something special for 150. I
Yeah.
know that Renee has a couple of Renee has a few historical episodes, so we need to get those going.
Yeah, load them up.
She has a real job, so we have to work around her schedule.
Kind of kicking around the idea of potentially doing it at the comedy cabin because
Yeah,
that would
that'd be fun.
facilitate a big
Yes.
audience. We could have cake.
Yeah, I could be naked.
Adam could run in with a British thong, and we could all catcall
Backwards,
him.
probably. You
Yeah.
see my balls spladled
Yeah.
out.
So
My twig and berries.
all right, gross.
All right.
All right,
Later,
that's
boners.
it. All right, later. Bye.
Go fuck yourselves.